Alright, listen here, bub. Go follow my Instagram right now or else you're gonna get the smoke. Link is down in the description below and in the pinned comment. Anyways, yeah, enjoy the video. In this video, we're gonna be talking about cryptocurrency, NFTs, and a lot of investment related stuff, so I think it's very important that with cryptocurrencies and NFTs especially being these really new concepts that a lot of people don't know much about, the most important part about investing into any of these things is just being careful. You do not want to lose all of your money and have to sell your entire estate because you invested 100 grand into some pump and dump shitcoin. If you're planning on investing into some cryptocurrency, please make sure that you know what you're doing. And one thing that I can say, even though I don't know much about crypto, is only to invest the amount that you would feel comfortable losing. Anyways, with that context into the picture, we gotta talk about what's happening with MrBeast recently. So MrBeast invested into a cryptocurrency, and this cryptocurrency is called Finecoin, or just Fine, I guess, and it's pretty much owned by this company called Refinable. Now, even though Refinable owns that Finecoin, or just Fine, they also sell NFTs, which are pretty much like digital artwork pieces. Now, if you go to this Refinable website, which is pretty much refinable.com, you can see on the website, if you scroll down a little bit, it says invested by MrBeast. Now, it's crucial to understand that that does not mean MrBeast is promoting this company. He is simply just invested into it. Like, obviously, it makes sense why Refinable would want to plaster that on their website, because people go on there and they think, wow, oh my god, MrBeast invested into it? That must be a trustworthy investment. No, like, genuinely, people have actually lost thousands of dollars by investing into this Finecoin simply because MrBeast's face was on the website. Now, before we even talk about that, we just have to talk about why MrBeast did nothing wrong with this. MrBeast has full liberty to invest or purchase whatever the hell he wants to, and I can't believe I have to clear this up, but just because MrBeast buys something or invests into something, that does not guarantee that you're going to be making a good investment if you invest into that thing. If MrBeast invests $10 million into Lucky Charms cereal, and you do the exact same thing, doing no research whatsoever, and you only make that decision because MrBeast did it, and then the next day, General Mills has a class action lawsuit filed against them over cyanide that was put in the Lucky Charms, obviously the stock is going to plummet, MrBeast is going to lose that $10 million, and you are also going to lose whatever amount of money you put into that investment. MrBeast is at zero fault whatsoever for your loss, because believe it or not, you are the person who decided to make that investment at the end of the day. You were the person who said, yeah, you know what, MrBeast invested into this thing, so I am going to take my own money and invest into that as well. Now, obviously, it would be a different story if MrBeast had gone onto a social media platform like Twitter and said, guys, everybody invest into this crypto right now. I promise you it'll go up 5%, 10%, and you'll be making that amount of money, that crazy amount of money, that crazy profit that you want. And then you go broke as a joke. Yeah, I'd say MrBeast, there should be some accountability on his part, but even then, just because MrBeast promotes something, you can't just be taking his word for it. Make your own decisions, okay? Do your homework, do your research before buying anything, like in general, but in specific with cryptos and stuff, when this stuff is all new, you gotta be doing your homework. Don't be a sheep, okay? Just because Beast promotes something and everyone's buying into it, you cannot just be a sheep, okay? The sheep get slaughtered. I take the sheep and I eat them like the lamb chops that they are meant to be, so if you don't want to turn out to be my next dinner, please do your research. Now, speaking about doing your homework and making good decisions, this Finecoin investment was an awful decision. This cryptocurrency that Refinable was offering was a terrible decision, at least for most people. It turned out, at least at the launch of this thing, to be a crazy pump and dump. So basically, a couple of people who invested a lot of money going into it quickly withdrew once the coin hit a massive amount and made a lot of money, which pretty much left the average person who had purchased this coin at a loss. Now, a lot of people are theorizing that MrBeast just finessed the public and made himself even richer by using this crypto coin, and that right there is when shit hit the fan, because Twitter immediately started spazzing out. People thought that MrBeast both robbed them and misled them to begin with. Many are frustrated with MrBeast. They allege once they purchased Refinable, they couldn't sell it, getting a no liquidity error. Others say that they couldn't see the purchase price and were unaware that they purchased at $9. Refinable allegedly deleted tweets after backlash. Now, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know how this could have happened, how the price of the coin could have, varied so quickly, and why people were buying at such a high price when they thought they were buying for low. I don't know how that happens, that's on Refinable's end, but I will vouch for MrBeast's character, and I'll say this much. Almost the entire internet pretty much reveres MrBeast and respects him for being one of the biggest and most respectable YouTubers on the platform. He's a philanthropist, he's a great guy, he does charity work, he's got major connections with a lot of big YouTubers, and makes pretty good content. Now, obviously, obviously that doesn't exempt him from the possibility that he could have done something shady like this, and even though he could have made profit off of this pump and dump thing, and even though he could have made money off of this crypto, I find it pretty hard to believe that somebody with a platform like MrBeast would risk his entire public reputation and his entire career over just making some money from crypto. I mean, from all the sponsorships that he's gotten, the MrBeast gaming channel, and pretty much every other thing that MrBeast has dipped his toes into, I think it's pretty safe to say that this kid's made a lot of money. Like, more money than I think anybody watching this video would even be able to spend. So keeping that all in mind, right, knowing how much money MrBeast has made, I just don't really think that it would be logical for him to just, you know, risk his entire public reputation trying to pull off some crypto scam, with the only end goal being just to make himself some more money. Like, I don't know, man. Because somebody who would try to do that kind of scam, would strike me as somebody who's greedy, and when I think of MrBeast, that is the exact opposite of an adjective that I would think of. I think of the exact opposite. I think of a selfless, giving person, but I don't know, man. Maybe this is a scam. There's really no way of knowing. Now, with all of that in mind, if there's anybody who has any explaining to do, it's refinable. I just do not see how it's possible that hundreds of people purchased Fine at what they believed to be 3 cents, but immediately it goes live at $4. Like, that just does not at all make any sense to me. The best way I can explain it is if I gave my friend a $100 bill and told him to come back with as much cereal as he could, but he comes back to me with only 1 box of Special K, and then tells me that the prices of cereal per box have been upped to $100 per piece, I would really like to know how it is possible that cereal boxes went from $3 to $100 per piece. I gave him that $100 bill fully expecting him to come back with like 30 cereal boxes. Just like how these people investing into Refinable think that they're getting like 30 Fine, but they're only getting like 1, 2, or 3. I can definitely understand why you would feel duped. I mean, bro, that is so shady. Hell, for all we know, MrBeast could have even been duped as well. Like, nobody knows at this point. Now, I feel like this should go without saying, but I obviously feel horrible for anybody who's suffered a large financial loss from any sort of cryptocurrency, especially a scam cryptocurrency. And there's a possibility that somebody who invested in Fine might be watching this video, and if you lost a lot of money, listen, dude, I feel horrible for you, man. And while I do feel bad for anybody who suffered that kind of loss, it's stupid to blame MrBeast for your own loss, unless there were promises or false claims that were made that led you to purchasing this cryptocurrency. Unless you were legitimately lied to when purchasing this cryptocurrency, it does fall back on you at the end of the day, okay? My advice is to just try to stay away from this stuff until we really know what we're getting into. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're at all new to the channel. Comment down plushie if you have made it to the end of this video, and I will try to heart your comment. Follow me over on my social medias and join the Discord server, links all in the description below. And finally, special thanks to all of my channel members for your continued support. It really helps me out to make the content that I want to make. But yeah, with that all being said, hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.